Head underwater, can hear sound. Whispers louder, crashing down. Breath is...
All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into another deep dive.
Always up for a deep dive.
Yeah.
Especially into something as evocative as song lyrics.
Me too. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're taking a deep dive into, you guessed it, song lyrics.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I know, right? Today we're doing a deep dive into Head Underwater by Kurt Holes. We're going to unpack how the song uses some really striking language to take us on this super powerful journey. What do you think? Are you ready for this?
I am so ready. I think it's amazing how music can capture like these really complex emotions, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And Head Underwater, I mean, it just throws us right into the thick of it.
Right.
Like, even just the title, you get this immediate feeling of being overwhelmed, almost like you're like suffocating under something.
Right.
Well, what do you think that something might be?
See, that's the beauty of good songwriting. It's open to interpretation, right? For some, it might be the weight of expectations, you know, or the isolation of depression. It could even be that feeling of like being totally unheard in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like those lyrics, whispers louder, crashing down, and breath is lost, can't be found. You can just feel it, you know?
It makes you really feel it, yeah.
Yeah. It's visceral. You're not just hearing the words. You're like right there in that moment of panic.
Yeah, totally. Like being lost, disoriented, trapped.
Exactly.
It's heavy.
It is. But there's this shift, right?
Yeah.
The song doesn't stay down in that darkness forever.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So we've talked about how the song starts out, but it doesn't stay that way, does it?
No, not at all. Things start to change.
Yeah, there's this glimmer of hope that peeks through. I mean, you've got lines like, light is broken through the shade.
Yeah.
And then there's rising up, no more doubt. How do you interpret that shift, that change in tone and imagery?
It's like even in the midst of struggle, there's this wellspring of resilience inside us, you know?
Right.
Like we talked about, that's something that's holding us down. It's heavy, it's overwhelming. But those lyrics, they suggest a choice.
I see what you mean.
The imagery, especially those lines about the eyes wide open, it signifies this newfound clarity, a decision to face whatever's holding you back.
So we're seeing a change in the protagonist, maybe realizing they have the strength to overcome their struggles.
Exactly. It's not about the struggle disappearing. It's about that decision to rise above.
Okay, I like that. Now, there's something else I wanted to bring up. Throughout the song, there's this repetition of phrases like reaching out and need to shout. It creates this sense of longing, almost a desperate cry for connection. It makes you think, what is the protagonist so desperate to communicate?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It taps into something really universal, that human need to connect, to be seen and heard. And you're right, it's even stronger when we're struggling.
Right. And those repeated phrases, they really highlight the urgency of it. It's like they can't stay silent any longer.
Exactly.
And the way those feelings are expressed, like in the lines, hands are shaking, letting go, and heart is racing, feeling slow, there's this raw vulnerability there. It's like a reminder that it's okay not to be okay.
It's so powerful, right? We all have those moments.
Exactly. It's all part of the human experience. But you know what really gets me? That ending. It's like a punch to the gut. Still, I'll fight to see it through. I will find my way to you. And yet at the same time, you have nowhere left for me to go and falling deeper into blue. Talk about mixed signals.
I know. It's like, what just happened?
Right. It leaves you with more questions than answers.
And that's what makes it so brilliant, right? Because life is like that.
True.
We don't always get neat resolutions.
No, true. So the song doesn't tell us what to think. It's up to us to decide if those final lines are a sign of hope or despair.
And that's what's so cool about music. You hear a song like Head Underwater, and you can't help but connect it to your own life, to your own struggles and triumphs. It's like Kurt Holes is giving us a glimpse into their world, but then inviting us to find our own meaning in it.
Yeah, it's a really powerful form of communication. Music can speak to us in ways that words sometimes can't.
It can make us feel less alone.
Exactly. So to wrap up, we've taken this deep dive into Head Underwater and explored how the song uses such vivid imagery and these really emotionally charged lyrics to create this like immersive experience for the listener. It's a song about feeling overwhelmed and lost, but also finding that strength to keep going.
It's a song about the power of vulnerability and the importance of connection. And maybe, just maybe, it's a reminder that even when we feel like we're drowning, there's always a chance to come up for air.
And on that note, I want to hear from you. What resonates most with you about Head Underwater? What meaning do you take away from this journey beneath the surface? Hit us up on social media and let us know your thoughts. We always love to hear from you. Until next time.
Keep those deep dives going.